I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going
I'll
to pull
steal
my
my
staff.
horse.
But I'm going to jump off cliff stuff.
Take out my orbs.
Aren't your orbs always hanging out, though?
No, not always. You gotta put them away sometime.
That didn't sound right. Sorry about that. Alright. Sorry about that. I'm having a little issue with roll 20. Alright, so there is a small creature, reptilian type of creature, that has emerged to your, actually the way that you are actually facing, Vey. So you can actually see this. And there are several other kobolds that appear from the brush as well. So it looks like you guys are... and I know you guys are so looking forward to fighting more kobolds as well. And, you know, I'm glad that, you know, there is a theme to this, so... But there you go. You have, you see 4 kobolds in sight. They're pretty loud. And they're basically running to attack you. Actually, this one down at the bottom, this kobold, he's engaging slightly, but the other minions up top, they're a little hesitant. I guess because they see more of you than this down here, than this kobold down here. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. You guys weren't surprised. They didn't get the edge on you because they rolled a slamming, perception roll. So
Those little dwarven feet.
all right.
He's probably still a little hungover from the night before.
Off to a good roll already, I can see.
Oh. Well, is the turn order up? I don't see it.
No, it would just.
It's not up yet.
Ah.
Off to more good rolls, I see.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah, the first one was pretty bad, and the last one was pretty bad. All right. So everybody got their rolling. Looks like the 2 kobolds up north are probably gonna get their spears off. I only see 3 party members. I do not see Dirt, and I do not see Hex. Alright, there's Hex. Dirt, target your token and do the initiative.
I did.
Or did you already? 18?
Yeah, I did. I rolled an 18, bud. Yeah.
Alright. There we go. Alright, so nice roll, Hex. We're going to go ahead and start up this first kobold.
Thank you.
Seeing that he does have several kobolds around him, he will get the kobold bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and move several spaces to get a great shot. Alright, that's all of my movement, because he was stupid and went through the bush. He's a bushwhacker. And let's see, looks like he's going to throw at Lormar. Why not start it off with picking on Lormar, right?
Sounds good to me.
I know you appreciate that, Lormar.
Not D&D without it.
Alright, a 16 versus armor class, which I'm pretty sure that is a miss. So a spear basically flies past you, a small spear, and it almost hits Boris, actually. So Hex, you're up. You've seen one spear kind of lunge past you.
I'm going to return fire.
Are you using your Eldritch Bolt?
Yes, I'm using Eldritch Bolt.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit it?
A crit. That's a crit.
crit.
That's pretty nice. So you basically kill this guy. And which one are you attacking? I don't even know what you're attacking. You're just rolling blindly.
That one.
All
That's
right.
when I returned fire. Sorry.
Okay.
So
There you
I
go.
did a 1d10 plus 10, and that would probably be full damage.
Yeah, you killed this guy. Your spear literally went right directly through this kobold's chest. I mean, it just
Spear. Bolt of magical
your
energy
bolt.
of doom.
Yeah, your bolt basically made the entire kobold just disintegrate into a bunch of little pieces.
He's now
Lots
a
of
glowing
blood
green
everywhere.
Goo.
Yeah. He's had a bad day. You made him have a bad day there, Hex. All right. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hex, you're being attacked with a
Okay.
spear.
That's a brave kobold.
Yeah, they're stupid kobolds, and that's a miss as well with a 13. Dirt,
Yep.
you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dismount off my horse, bring my bow up in front of me, pull the string back, and let rip with an arrow.
That's right. You bought your new bow, didn't you?
That's right, buddy. So I'm gonna I'll take a shot at him with my bow.
Sorry, guys. I'm DMing, so it's hard to get into the chat, but I'm working on it now that we're actually going now. No, you actually missed, Dirt. Anything else? Movements or anything? Or are you gonna play Ranger as a fighter and hang back with your party, or what are you doing?
Also, let me ask: is the dismount a move action or what kind?
Well, yes, I would say yes. It usually is. So I'll let you get away with that this time, there, Dirt. But as for the rest of you, Hex, you cast Eldritch Bolt basically while you're on your horseback. So the rest of you guys are going to need to dismount, because I didn't hear anyone saying that they dismounted, and I also didn't hear anyone say that they were walking their horse.
So wait, we can't attack on our horses?
Sure, you can, as long as it's like a ranged attack. Sure.
Oh yes, yeah, okay, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm
That's why I
good,
wanted
Dave.
to ask.
There's some rules for combat. There's like some combat mounted rules, but I don't think they're even on the sheet. They may be. Hold on, are they? They may be.
I mean, mine was all in check, right? Because I dismounted, that was my move, and then I shot with an arrow, right?
Yeah, but that's another action though. That's like 2 actions. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, a move.
Yeah, but
Then
you
a
got a move
standard
action and then a standard action, yeah. So it should be okay, right?
Well, I think it's a standard action to get off the mount. That's what I'm saying. In fact, let me look that up real quick. I want to look up some mounted stuff real quick.
I was on a horse. That kind of makes me a stud on a stud.
I just
Wow.
totally critted.
Is that a genre of porn?
Okay, so in Dungeons and Dragons Essentials, mounting and dismounting basically does take your move action, so you're safe there. Dismounting is also, mount is a move action, dismount is a move action as well. So yeah, looks good. Just kind of glancing.
Any penalties
Over.
to attacks on horseback?
There is. That's what I'm looking at right now. There is a -2 penalty to attack rolls.
I guess unless you have a riding skill.
Yeah,
Or
that
the
is
riding
the
speed.
next thing I'm looking at, and I don't. I'm sure there's probably a feat somewhere for mounted combat that would probably negate that -2 penalty. So yeah, this is just something that I haven't read over yet. So yeah, you get a -2 if you're on your horse. You get a -2 movement, and let's see, opportunity attacks. let's see. Basically, it looks like it works the same way as normal. And you'll also provoke any rider an opportunity attack if they're using a ranged weapon or a power like a spell or something. So, yeah, it basically works the same way as regular if you're on foot. So, basically works the same way.
What would be the movement while you're on horse?
That is another good question. So let's. It should be on the mounts. Actually, it should be on travel. Actually, I think that's on the sheet. So.
Yeah, that's on mounts.
Yep.
A riding horse is 8.
Yep. And that's what these are, basic riding horses. So yep, there you go. You get a 8 movement per round. And you're still susceptible to opportunity attacks, same way that you would be if you were on foot. So, there you go. There's more to it, but I'll read more on that later on after the game. So, but -2 on any attack rolls and stuff like that. So, opportunities are basically the same way. Yeah, but we're not playing Pathfinder. It's probably called something similar though, anime. I'm sure there's something. So what are you doing, Talundrus?
Okay, so I see this coal boat here in the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to actually move up a bit. Pretty much right about here next to one more. And I will take an arc lightning shot at it.
You start to hear more scuffling as well in the brush.
Which brush?
All around you, actually.
Ah, okay.
That's worrying.
Blah.
Nice. Welcome to Roll20, Talundros.
Seriously. 25
Someone's
for
at the
3
door. I'll
flex.
be right back. Sorry.
All right. That's a hit.
Okay.
What is that versus what? I mean, I don't know what. It's a hit.
Reflex.
Okay, all right. So I need to know that, guys. That's a hit, though. 25 wouldn't hit anything, but that's basically a death as well, because it is
10 damage.
a minion. So, all right, Vea's up.
Oh, right.
She had to go get her pizza. She'll be back in a minute.
Oh, did she order pizza? Nice.
Yep. Because Kalindros is standing right behind Boris, is there a chance that he's going to let a big smelly fart out on him?
I don't know. You have to ask Boris when he gets back. Only you can prevent forest fires.
I just like to start them.
Let me tell you something stupid I used to do when I was a kid. I was infatuated with fire when I was a little kid. I used to literally, I'm not joking, I used to burn toilet paper in my closet. I'm not shitting you. I used to burn toilet paper in my closet. Just because I used to burn it in a cardboard box. That was the fucking most stupid thing ever. And, man, how stupid can a kid be? I mean, that was so gosh darn stupid.
You have like clothes in this closet too?
Of course.
Oh god.
I couldn't let my parents smell me burning toilet paper in the closet, so I would shut my door. And then sometimes my mom would say, "I was putting clothes away, and I could have swore I smelled some burning or something in your room." I'm like, "It's not in my room. Maybe in Jimmy's room." This is my brother's name, Jimmy. I said, "Maybe in his, but not mine." Man, I used to hold like I used to hold a string of it, and I would just watch it burn up until it got close to my fingers, and then I'd drop the rest. Oh my god. Stupid kid, man. God. Unbelievable. So did you guys do stupid shit when you were kids as well? Seeing we're waiting for Vay to eat her pizza.
I think everyone at some point has done something stupid when they were a kid.
That was about as stupid, well, except for the time that I made a spear and I threw it and I lodged it in my brother's back. Other than
No kidding,
that...
I did that to my brother, but I did it to his face, man.
Really?
And he actually had to get stitches.
Oh yeah. We were like avid baseball players and when I was a kid, and I was warming up because I had to pitch in a game, and my brother was a catcher in the league below me because he was younger, so he would catch for me as I was warming up. Well, he would always, I wasn't allowed to beat up my brother because I was, almost 4 years older than him. So my mom and dad would always say, "You can't touch your brother." So my brother would exploit the shit out of that. So he would torment me and then he'd say, "You can't touch me, you can't touch me." So when we were warming up, a couple of my buddies were jumping the fence, and we were talking, and then my brother threw the ball and thought he was going to be a wise ass, and he threw the ball and he goes, "Dave, look out!" And he always would do that, and he would never throw it, but he threw it this time. When I turned, the ball hit me directly in the eye. I mean, I had that blood eye that was just horrible. I mean, I couldn't even see out of my eye. And here I had to pitch in 15 minutes, and I did pitch, and I won that damn game, by the way. And so after the game, I came home, and I mean, my eye was like the size of it was horrible. It looked like I had Murloc eye. I mean, it was that bad. And so I went to the shed, and I took this awesome like broom that my dad had that he'd sweep out the shed, and I took this thing and I bore a tip on it. I got on my dad's grinder wheel, and I'm just grinding it, and I'm going, "I'm gonna get your ass." And so my brother knew I was pissed at him, and when I came out of that shed with that javelin, he saw it and he started running, and I threw it. And I threw it one time, and it just landed directly in the center of his back. And I almost hit his spine, which I'm glad I didn't. But all I remember was him running around with this frickin' spear hanging out of his back. Like in the movies, man. It was ridiculous. And this thing went like 2-3 inches into his back. It was awesome. it was a perfect shot, dude. So, I got my ass beat twice in my life. That, and then when I snuck a BB gun out, and that was it. And holy crap, man! I got the old "this is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you" thing. I got that line a couple times, and that was it.
Me and my sister used to take duct tape, and we'd tape my brother up, like straight up and down with duct tape, so he couldn't move his arms or anything. 'Cause they were like strapped to his sides. And then we'd stand him up and push him over, and he'd fall on his face. It was great.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we were mean as crap.
How's your pizza?
Delicious.
All right. So it's your turn, Vay.
I know. I was waiting for you guys. I want to dismount and fire at that cobalt that I see below me.
Okay, to the south. Gotcha. You actually see a lot of the bushes starting to move down here as well. Vay. A 16 versus armor class that's unfortunately a miss.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Vay? Or are you done?
What I would get a minor action. Would you say tying the horse would be a minor action or standard?
What are you gonna tie you gonna tie it to Boris to his collar or
Put
something?
a loose knot on my belt with the horse ring.
Sure. Yeah, you do that as a minor. That'd be nice if the actual kobold would hit your mount, and then the mount takes off with you dragging behind it. That would be pretty cool,
No.
actually.
No, that's why it's a loose knot.
Yeah, you can do that as a miner.
Okay.
She says, no, that's why I want to do it as a loose knot. Alright. Down here, this kobold is going to basically retaliate. He's gonna take his movement and get up on this rock. And he is going to basically let a spear fly. He's going to spear chuck it towards you, Vey. That is a 21 versus... I think it's a... Yeah, 21 versus armor class.
And did we see an athletics roll for him climbing up on that rock?
No, because it cost basically all of his movement.
Okay.
They're nimble anyway. You don't want to make no kobold do an athletics check or an acrobatics check. You don't want to do that. All right, so you take a flat 7 damage, Vey, from the spear that basically lodged into your leg. Lormar, you're up.
Alrighty. I will dismount as well.
All right, there's your movement. And if you do want to get up on the rock, it'll cost you 4 movement instead of 2. So it will cost you 4.
I'm just going to move over and go into a defensive posture.
Okay, so you get +2 to all defenses until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
Alright, and last but not least is our kobold friend over here. Let me take out the 2 dead kobolds out of the tracker. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Lormar. 16 versus armor class, which is a miss. Okay, we are back to the top of the round, and now we have several more kobolds that are joining the fray. And yes, even your favorite of all, Talundros.
Ooh? The singing ones?
Yeah. The one with the sling.
The mighty glue spitters.
Yeah. Actually, I've kind of modified them now. I'm having them do other things besides just glue bombs. And last but not least, 2 also emerge down here as well.
Is this one the glue spitter?
No, there's only... looks like there's only one of those. Alright. Alright, so it looks like several more of the... Let's see, I've got all... Looks like I got everyone. Yep. Alright. So this minion here, he is going to basically move up. Yes. One, two, three. Alright, move max movement. Lormar, you are being attacked. for a total of 21 versus armor class. I think that's close, isn't it?
I have Boris's aura on me, right?
You have +2 because you're in defensive. You're in a defensive posture, so you just add 2 more into your armor class.
That's 21, but do I have Boris's aura too?
No, because you're not in the same square as him. So
It's the yellow,
yeah, you got to be in the yellow.
yellow aura.
Oh, I can't see the yellow again.
No, you can't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
See it now,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I will have to change Boris's. I have to re-upload Boris's token actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking happened.
Yeah. So I got that on my reload, and then combat mounted. So I got a couple things I need to look at tonight. All right.
Okay, a 21 hits though.
Okay. And that was a melee attack actually. So you're going to take 7 damage as well. Next up is one of the larger kobolds, and they are going to, well, he is going to engage Vey and attack. And that is a 27 versus armor class. Oh, is it 27? Yep, sure is. Same plus. Actually, I lost 2 pluses, but I looked at the wrong sheet, but I still hit anyway with a 27, so... Alright. I do not have anything adjacent. Alright. You take a total of 9 damage as well, and I'm going to use my kobold tactics, and I'm going to shift 1 square as well. Alright. So Hex, you're up.
I'm gonna hop off the horse.
Alright, that's your movement.
Can I see this dude?
Do what now?
Never mind. I'm gonna blast this dude with an electric bolt.
Okay. Wow, it's up to 350 already, huh?
15 is a miss, correct?
15 is a
18.
miss. Yep, sure
Okay.
is. Yeah, on one of the minions, yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah. Beat back restroom.
Okay. Anything else? I think that's it for you, right? You guys have your action points as well, so... And all that stuff, so... Alright. Oh, my favorite one is up. I'm attacking Telendris.
Of course.
You must have a glue ball.
No, he doesn't have a glue ball, actually. It looks like he's got this... it looks like a little flaming orb in his sling as he's launching it in Telendris' direction.
Fireball.
And I like how he says, of course. Ah, 20 versus reflex.
Yep, that hits.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. Alright.
And remember
So,
your +2 from Boris.
Oh! Yeah, that still hits.
okay, it is.
Yeah.
Alright, ooh, minimum damage. So you take 7 damage, and then you take an additional 2 damage, and now you have to make a, you are burning until your save ends. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little red icon on you for burning. So you're going to take 2 points of fire damage every round until you make that saving throw. So basically you have caught on fire a little bit. So there you go. So that's a little cool little mechanic thrown in there.
Do I take the 2 right away or just the
Yes.
7 right
No,
now?
you take a 7 plus the 2, and then next